Calling all Peanuts fans and Couture lovers. Today I'm unboxing the latest Couture new release, including the cutest Peanuts transfer featuring Linus and the Great Pumpkin. And I'll show you how to turn it into an easy fall decor project you'll love all season long. Hey everybody, it's Whitney with Girl Friday Crafts. Excited to be back with you this Friday. Let's see what I bought from the Peanuts Holiday and Holiday Home Couture releases and play around with this super cute little Great Pumpkin transfer, which is so versatile and so much fun, and I can't wait to share it with you. Hello everybody. We are going to, I'm going to unbox my stuff from the new Peanuts holiday release and the holiday home. And then if we have time, we are going to make something. I'm going to play with one of the new Peanuts transfers. This box is very big. I tried to put it on the desk, but you all would not be able to see anything. So I'm just going to kind of pull stuff out here as we go. And I've got some tools and things in here, so I'm not going to pull all that out. Oh, I got big transfers because I was trying to figure out why I have larger transfers in here, because normally I don't get larger transfers, but I got the what they call a quick shop, which I've never done before. I don't normally do quick shops, but it was one of everything, of all of the new transfers. So it was just faster. And I think I have a set of these out already. Okay, so I have everything turned upside down. Hey, Felicia, how are you? I have everything turned upside down, so who knows what we're going to be grabbing here. So I don't even know what I'm flipping over here. Okay, so this is going to be one of the Peanuts, because our Peanuts transfers have this little thing at the bottom there. So we're going to, this one is called Boo. So this was a designer exclusive, actually. So this was not even available for retail sale. It was part of the designer quick shop. I think it's adorable, and people have been doing so many different things. So like only using the Woodstock or only using the Snoopy. Some of the stuff people have done together with these transfers to merge designs has been adorable. So I've obviously a whole like phone full of screenshots. This is Peanuts Welcome Great Pumpkin. I think it's either this one or the Happy Halloween that is sold out. I feel like it's this one. So that's that. Then this is one of the holiday home. This is called the Fall Harvest Pattern. I love this kind of etched design here. Actually, this was not, I don't think this was holiday home. I think this was the fall release. But this looks gorgeous. Black and white or gray. This type of design is super fun to do a watercolor with. And so I don't normally work with transfers this large, but on this one, I definitely will use smaller pieces of it for like, this would make a gorgeous background for a different piece. So there's that one. And then this is etched ornaments. So this is a bundle. You can buy just the transfer, or you can buy, here it is, or you can buy the bundle, or you can buy these separately. So you get the transfer, and then you get, there's the ornaments themselves. And this is our new like chalk spot. These are the surfaces. This is the material. used in the surfaces that are on the chalk spot. So this is in a little bit heavy MDF, and it's designed for the transfers to fit right on these and make little ornaments. You actually get 13 ornaments in a pack because we wanted people to be able to do 2 pairs of mittens. So we needed that extra. So this would make a really fun girls' night crafting project, or a craft project for the kids at the holidays. Or if you do things in bulk for gifts and you like to do ornaments. I have my eyes on this as a make and take. I mean, I bought several sets of the ornaments, so I'll do multiple things, but one of the things is a make and take. During the holidays, I'll do some stuff at my vendor space. And so I'm always looking for good ideas for that. So that's one of those. And then that's just I bought several versions of the transfer too, so that if I was at a make and take, people could be doing the same design at the same time. This is the etched pumpkins. So this was actually part of the fall release as well. I had it in my wish list. So when I placed my order for the peanuts in the holiday home, I went ahead and snagged that one. Also, this was the Summerween sale. This is chalk made bats. This is an older transfer. This is actually from 2002. But there's been some really cute stuff with that, so I wanted to snag that. Etched carnation. This is also from the fall release. One that I put in my wish list and went ahead and ordered. This one, y'all, I love this one so much, and what people have been doing with this. So this is our new, I think this is G size transfer. So it's half of a C. So a C is 12 by 18. So this is 6 by 9. And then they, cut into 3 even squares. That's 6 by 9. Now I feel like I'm making things up. No, that's 6 by 9. Okay. And so you've got, Snoopy jumping into the pile of leaves. And there's the little woodstock right there. And then Bee giving on that. And then Lucy in her psychiatrist station, but with the Thanksgiving pies option. And then love this. The world needs messy people. We got Pigpen. And then this one says Spooky Crew, and it says Good Grief underneath. I love Linus's hair all stuck up. It's like he stuck his hand on one of those electricity balls. And then you've got the Snoopy Scarecrow. And then again, got to always have Woodstock where you have Snoopy. And then this one's really cute. Peanuts football. So you could, obviously do this as a one and done on a surface, but then you've got all these just fun little different designs that you could use on something. So if you're entertaining for a football for a football game, or, the Thanksgiving Day game, you could do little things on coasters, because our coasters are reusable. So you could clean those off. Or like a little placemat or little place cards or something like that. So all kinds of things that you could do with that. And then this is the F size transfer. This is the 9 by 9 Happy Halloween. This one, let me just check, because I hate to tell you all the wrong thing. And I can't remember if it's Happy Halloween or the Great Pumpkin that is sold out. So let me just pull that up really quickly, because it will tell me. It's Happy Halloween. Actually, I would have expected it to be Great Pumpkin, but it's Happy Halloween. So that one is out of stock. This is not going to get restocked. None of the Peanuts holiday release or holiday home is getting restocked. So there's that one. And we have a nice little 9x9 surface that can go on. Actually, I have a 9x9 frame that could go on. It'd be really cute. This is from Holiday Home. I can't pronounce that properly in French, so I'm not even going to try. You've got this awesome distressed reverse negative Santa with your little, I don't even know what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be maybe a back of a postcard or something, because you've got your little stamp there. So that's really cool. And then this one, the mistletoe pattern. So I like this one. Repeating patterns are really fun for the holidays. They make good backgrounds. This would make a good cute tea towel or a table runner or tablecloth, or not tablecloth, napkins, which I actually still have. I have our table runner and our linen napkins from last year that I actually have not used. There's another solid pattern, the damask pattern, that's really pretty. If damask is, in your vibe, so that is there as well. So those are the transfers that I got. Oh wait, there's more. No, wait, there's more. Another one of the ornaments. Here's the damask pattern. I got that because I got the quick shop. So this is a B size, so a little bit smaller, a little easier to work with. This looks really, really pretty on a pillow cover. And we actually have pillow covers coming, one red, one green. I don't think they've come yet. This looks really pretty on that. That's in the lookbook for that. And then the other 9x9 is this little vintage reindeer. And this would be really cute with a fall pattern on one side of a surface and the Christmas on the other, so you can just flip them. And then the last ones are these two A-size Santa Sweets, which I love. I love our little A-size Christmas transfers. And then this it's called Oh Christmas Tree. And again, this is a really fun kind of pattern to do watercolor in, because you can paint in and make these ornaments look like they're in different colors. You can paint in the garland. You can paint in on the star. And nice, easy to be able to mask off and just use certain elements in a design. Same with this one. And then the other thing I got, which I'm really excited about, I got 3 of these because I want to use at least a couple as decoration. My one big in-person vendor show is in November. And it's one of those shows where how you decorate the booth is as big of a deal as what you have in it. And so I'm always thinking about what my decor is going to be in the booth. So for the fall, we had a porch leaner it's stackable pumpkins, and you can make pumpkins on one side, and then if you wanted to flip it around and make a snowman, it's kind of set up where you can do that. And it has the add-ons to make a snowman. This is that same kind of material, but you have these little trees. You can't really see it, but they stand. So they slide down into each other and they stand up. And then you can paint them and decorate them however you want. You can use a chalk transfer on them if you want to. They are 2 different sizes. This is 7 inches, I think, and this is 5 inches. You could decoupage on them, which is probably what I'm going to do with at least one set of them. And you could even decoupage and then obviously paint on top of that. Or if you are a Roycycled Treasures fan, you could get some of her paintable decoupage paper and decoupage on these. And then paint the paper, which I think would look gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so this is our, what is this called? this is our double-sided A-frame. So this is actually a retired surface. Comes with this little stand like that and has two different options for the surface. The brown simple shape and a white one. They hang like this. I do have a second one of these still available. That is in the live sale video, which should still be available on the site. I don't think it's been 30 days since I did that. We're coming close to the end of that. So you can check that out if you're interested in that surface. They're nice. And then on September 5th, I'm in a live sale in the Crafty Bunch. And so anything that hasn't sold in my VIP group, I will sell. I will sell in that live sale. Now, the prices that you all see here in the VIP group are a little bit better than what I can do in the Crafty Bunch, even though the Crafty Bunch is a private group and I can still sell at a little bit of a discount. I have a deeper discount for all of you all. All right, so this is also a fun transfer for watercolor technique, because you have it's just an outline design. And then you can go in and paint that whatever colors you would like. And you can use acrylic paint. You don't have to use chalk paste. So if you have, you can kind of mix and match. I mean, you could really use any kind of paint. But you can, it's not open. Why do I keep grabbing the one that's not open yet? I need to put stickers on them or something so I know that they're not open. All right, I could have opened it, but I still have some in here. Although this is drying out on me a little bit. You really are drying out on me a little bit, aren't you? Okay, well, I guess we are opening that other block. Clean my squeegee off. Now, this could be reactivated. It's not so dried out that I can't use it. However, I need a stir stick to be able to do that, and I don't have one. They're all upstairs. So we are going to do this. We're going to go ahead and open this brand new jar very carefully, because if I get paste on my Prince t-shirt that I just got at Paisley Park, I am going to be very mad. There we go. Okay. Oh, goodness. Wow. Okay. That's pretty dry too. That's a brand new jar. That's not good. All right. This will be okay. I don't need much. We're just going to cover my design here. And, you know, I tend to refer to any painting in on a chalk design as a watercolor technique. But you really don't necessarily have to use water. You can dry brush, and it's going to be just fine. I'm going to lift this up nice and slow. We've got that. And of course, he looks super cute just the way he is. And you can do that as a one and done without any issues or problems. But I am going to paint him in a little bit. A paper towel. And just wipe off my squeegee some. And we're getting ink paste all over me. It's all right. I tell people all the time, if you're not making a mess, you're not doing it right. I went to a class. I didn't teach it. I was a participant in a class on Monday evening. And before I went, I changed shirts because I knew that I was probably going to end up making a big, huge mess. And I was going to be mad if I got paint on the shirt that I got. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so I'm going to grab some paint real quick. I'm going to use real acrylic. Orange. Green. And I am going to grab my drying tool. I want to make sure that he is dry before I start to paint, so I don't blur any of that black. Now, on these wood surfaces, the Chalkology chalk paste tends to dry pretty quickly. But I just wanted to be super sure. So I have some green, which actually I should get a little bit of. This didn't shake up very well. A lot of times when I'm painting like this, and especially I know I'm not going to need a whole lot, I will just shake up the paint and get some paint in the lid of the container and then just pull out of that. You could also, I would imagine, I haven't tried it, I'll have to, but you could also use watercolor. I think you could use watercolor pencils here. Give you some good precision. I'm just using acrylic paint, no water. I'm not going to paint this whole entire thing on here today because, I mean, you all don't want to sit here and watch me do that, and I'm not showing a particular technique or anything like that, so we're just filling in. I might end up pulling some water in here at some point just so that I can have some color variation. And I'm probably going to pull, I want to look and see if I have a red, and I might end up using some chalk paste for this because I think the only red paint that I have is like a true Christmas red, but so like a fall red, you know, to paint in some of these to give it some fall color. So I don't think I'm going to paint all of them green. Looking to see what kind of paintbrushes I have. This one's nice and pointed. It's not as small as this one. I think my little bitty teeny tiny one is upstairs because I used that last week. And I think some of the brushes that I used and washed are still upstairs. And then I'm doing this first, doing the leaves and then the pumpkins first, because what I'm trying to decide is whether or not this is the only color that I want on here. So am I going to do this and then leave Linus black and white? Or am I going to paint in his shirt? Am I going to paint in the flesh tones? Or am I just going to leave that be? So we'll see. So I want to get this painted first so I can kind of see what that looks like. Okay. That is not a call I needed to take. And then make that decision. And I might get all this done and then come on and show you all what it looks like and let you all kind of tell me. And then what I might do also is, you know, add some color variation. So I'll get this, you know, the leaves painted in, but I've got some darker green, my chalk paste, and so I might come along with that with a little bit of ivy. And add some of that in so that we've got some color variation, and then figure out where I need or want a second coat of paint. This is one of my favorite ways to add color to a chalk design and to do multiple colors, is just to paint stuff in. I am going to, I think I'm actually going to end up doing it as my YouTube video on Friday. Do a little paste and peel project. I was originally intending to do that as a workshop, but on Saturday, but you know, it's a holiday weekend. And you know, so that's just not ideal, right? And so I was thinking this morning, I haven't really figured out what I'm doing Friday. Trying to go live on YouTube every Friday. And I was like, well, I could do that paste and peel project so people that are interested could still see it. It would just be out there on YouTube. And that's just a nice little how-to. And then I was thinking I might turn that into like a little 3 or 4 part series on how to techniques for using multiple colors in your chalk couture projects. So we could start with paste and peel, start with, and then do, hot mess, which is my favorite. So actually just be 3 parts: paste and peel, hot mess, and then watercolor. And then that's got me covered for the next 3 weeks on YouTube, which is nice. Okay. So I know I haven't really been on for an hour, but like I said, I'm not going to make you all sit here and watch me paint. So that's the start of it. And like I said, I'll paint in the leaves and the pumpkins and kind of see where I'm at with that in terms of whether or not I want to paint in, Linus's shirt, and I won't paint the whole sign because I don't trust myself to go around those letters. Now I could paint it, put the transfer back down and go over it again, just that part. So we could think about that. But, I can paint in this side and then the post as well, or the pole. But I'm going to get at least this part painted, and then I'll probably post a picture in the group and ask you guys, have you guys tell me what you think about how much more I need to paint in. And then we'll do something on the other side of him because he is double-sided. I might do something a little more traditional, fall, as opposed to Peanuts. We don't have Peanuts Christmas out yet, so I'm not going to do that on the other side. We don't have Peanuts Thanksgiving either, which I wonder if that will come in the September 9th holiday release. Okay, thank you all for watching. If you're watching me on replay, put #replay in the comments so I know. And if you have any questions, let me know. And I will put a link for shopping in the comments if you want to go check out what's still available in the new release. And I will be back. Yeah, I'll be back next Wednesday. We're going to play with the spooky scenes transfer. I'm going to make, I think I'm going to make some notebooks with that. So we'll do that next week too. All right, I will talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Let me know if you need anything. Bye.